Good evening, and welcome to Thrive 2020. My name is Brian Mulvaney, and I'm honored to be representing Union Bank as the presenting sponsor tonight, as well as a longtime supporter of the Woodland Park Zoo. Last year, I had the good fortune of moving to Seattle to manage Union Bank's commercial banking team in the Pacific Northwest. So as a newbie in the market, I was asking around about how to get more engaged in the community. And the zoo was consistently mentioned as an organization to get involved with, particularly given their highly respected management team and board, their environmental stewardship, their fiscal responsibility, and quite frankly, just how much the families and community love going to the zoo. Having now been engaged with the organization, I can wholeheartedly confirm these accolades. And this is why Union Bank is proud to continue to support the zoo's initiatives to enhance its conservation leadership, awareness, and impact, not just here in Seattle or the Pacific Northwest, but quite literally throughout the world. I look forward to hearing from our wildlife heroes tonight and want to congratulate and thank the awardees. I hope you'll enjoy the program and will join me in supporting our local treasure, the Woodland Park Zoo. Have a wonderful evening, and cheers.
Distinguished guests, welcome to Woodland Park Zoo's Thrive Wildlife Heroes. My name is Matt Lorch. I'm a news anchor and reporter at Q13 News in Seattle, and I am so incredibly honored to be back as your MC for this important event. I know we all wanted to be here together as a community, but we are still gathering tonight. We're just doing it virtually due to the pandemic. We hope you are safe and your families are well. All of you joining us here tonight are providing critical support to the zoo's field conservationists who work tirelessly to save species and habitats around the world. You know, in these challenging times, Woodland Park Zoo's field conservation scientists have been refocusing their work and thinking in new and creative ways to continue saving wildlife. Later tonight, we will hear from our 2020 Conservation Leadership Award honoree, Dr. Lisa Dabek, about her groundbreaking work to save endangered tree kangaroos in Papua New Guinea. To support this important work tonight, all you have to do is visit zoo.org/thrive to make your gift. And tonight, generous Woodland Park Zoo board members and donors will be matching all Thrive gifts up to $50,000. That means your donation will be doubled. So please give generously and take advantage of this matching opportunity to support the zoo and its conservation scientists in these challenging times. Oh, by the way, just by attending tonight, we want to fly you to the destination of your dreams. You have a chance to win 2 Alaska Airlines tickets. It is easy to enter this drawing. Just type your name in the YouTube chat right now. That's right, just put your name in the chat and we will draw the winner at the end of tonight's program. Now I am so excited to introduce Shenawa Igawa. Shenawa is a Lummi and Skalallam singer, artist, and storyteller. She was actually part of the Tree Kangaroo Conservation Program's Papua New Guinea Lummi Nation Cultural and Conservation Exchange in the summer of 2019. We are thrilled to be able to feature this partnership tonight as we gather on ancestral lands, with the original caretakers of this land still here today. Shenawa will be singing the Ancestors Honor Song. She says this song came to her many years ago. It's really an expression of heartfelt gratitude to all our ancestors for their teachings, their wisdom, love, and care. It is their lives and stories that have opened the way for us, their children and grandchildren, to be here together today, to carry out this important work. May the teachings of our ancestors continue to guide our hearts, minds, and spirits as we come together from all walks of life to care for our Mother Earth and the natural world. May our work bear fruit and ensure a healthy future for all those to come. We are one. What a beautiful performance. Thank you, Shanoa. To start off the evening, I'd like to thank those who made tonight's Thrive Wildlife Heroes event possible. First, thank you to our incredible Thrive co-chairs, Warren Brown and Patty Savoy. Next, we'd like to recognize our sponsors. Our title sponsor for the 8th year in a row, Union Bank. Thank you, Union Bank. We are also very grateful for our leadership sponsor, Vulcan, our experience sponsor, Valence, our scholarship sponsor, Sound Community Bank, our conservation sponsors, BNSF, Clark Construction, KPMG, Lasher, Holzefall, Sperry and Eberson, Lease Crutcher Lewis, Methune, and North Seattle College. Our vignette sponsors, K&L Gates, Missouri Exotic Animals Nutrition, Puget Sound Energy, Selin Construction, and our in-kind partners, which you can see right now on your screen. We'd also like to recognize our Woodland Park Zoo board members as well as our directors emeriti. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your dedicated service to the zoo. You can see them on your screen. The zoo's board and directors emeriti have stepped up in incredible ways to help the zoo through a very challenging year, and we are so grateful for their steadfast support. And finally, I'd like to recognize Joe Pontecorvo, Jonathan Byers, Ryan Hawk, Tim Lehman, and Jeremy Dwyer Lindgren, who captured the stunning photos and video that you will see here tonight. Now, I am so excited to hear more from our wildlife heroes. Let's welcome Woodland Park Zoo Board Chair Matt Rosauer to present tonight's first award.
Hello, I'm Matt Rosauer, Woodland Park Zoo's Board Chair. I'm honored to be here tonight to recognize a board chair who came before me, whose extraordinary leadership continues to resonate throughout everything that Woodland Park Zoo stands for today, Maggie Walker. Maggie has shown exceptional generosity and leadership that is reflected across the entirety of Woodland Park Zoo and the Pacific Northwest. I can say from personal experience that her service as a zoo board chair makes anyone who follows in her footsteps a bit apprehensive that we may not measure up. Woodland Park Zoo's proud strength today and its great promise tomorrow is part of her considerable legacy. Maggie has also left her mark on Woodland Park Zoo in many other areas, including as chair for our More Wonder, More Wild campaign that brought our Humboldt penguin exhibit, our Banyan Wilds tiger exhibit, and the New West entrance that millions of people throughout our community enjoy. She has also served as a Jungle Party co-chair and most recently as a critical advisor as we approach the renegotiations of our management agreement with the City of Seattle. For many years, Maggie has been a passionate supporter of the zoo's wildlife conservation, animal care, and education programs. The impact of Maggie's philanthropic and civic dedication extends far beyond Woodland Park Zoo. Maggie serves in leadership roles at several exemplary organizations, including the National Audubon Society, Friends of Waterfront Seattle, Seattle Art Museum, the University of Washington Foundation, and more. Maggie's civic and charitable contributions to the environment, educations, and the arts has made the Puget Sound region a place we are all proud to call home. Frankly, Maggie, it's hard to imagine our community without you. And as we continue to rebuild, we know we are facing a far brighter future with you at the helm. Maggie, we are honored and delighted to present you with the Woodland Park Zoo's 2020 Outstanding Philanthropic Leadership Award. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Matt, for this lovely award. I will treasure it. I came on the zoo board in 1995, 25 years ago. As you can see, it is a splendid place today, and that is in great part due to the effort of a group of us who took the zoo into nonprofit management. It was a long process. It took 10 years of my life, but I'm very proud of the outcome. This is a wonderful civic asset. Please keep it strong for all of us going forward.
Congratulations, Maggie. I have to say, we greatly admire all of your contributions to our community here in the Pacific Northwest. Next, I'd like to introduce Woodland Park Zoo Director Emerita Nancy Pellegrino, who will be presenting our next award.
Sound Community Bank was founded in Seattle in 1953. In the many years that Sound Community Bank has been serving the Puget Sound region, it has had an incredible commitment to its clients, the community, and sustainability. For 27 years, Sound Community Bank and its employees have supported Woodland Park Zoo with their time, expertise, and their philanthropic gifts. And Sound Community Bank is supporting our Tree Kangaroo Conservation Program, which we'll hear more about later on this evening. We are proud to recognize Sound Community Bank for its commitment to conservation. And I am delighted to present my friend and fellow Director Emeritus, Lori Stewart, CEO and President of Sound Community Bank and Woodland Park Zoo board member, with the 2020 Guy C. Finney Corporate Leadership Award. Lori and Sound Community Bank, congratulations. I can't think of a more deserving organization or individual to receive this honor.
Nancy, thank you so very much. I'm honored and humbled. You know, back in 1899, when Guy Finney's widow sold this beautiful location to the city of Seattle, it cost $100,000. There was a $5,000 cash down payment and a $95,000 mortgage. The mayor at the time was so outraged by the amount of money that the city council wanted to spend that he vetoed the transaction. But much like city council activity now, the city council vetoed the mayor. And aren't we glad that happened? So now fast forward to the 50s. And here's a picture of me on my very first visit to the zoo. You'll notice I was wearing animal print on my first visit too. But enough with all this silly ancient history. What I really want to say is that at Sound Community Bank, we do believe community is our middle name, and we believe we have an obligation to support the communities where we do business, to support them with energy, to support them with volunteerism, to support their sustainability, and to support them with philanthropy. So we are honored to be recognized for supporting this wonderful treasure in the city of Seattle, our own Woodland Park Zoo.
Congratulations to Lori. You always look fantastic in animal prints. You and Sound Community Bank have done so much for this community. Okay, just a quick reminder for our viewers. In addition to our Alaska Airlines ticket giveaway, you also have an opportunity to win a special gift basket from Cafe Vita. So this was announced in today's Thrive email. To enter, just email the answer to this upcoming trivia question to thrive.rsvp@zoo.org. Once again, thrive.rsvp@zoo.org. Okay, here's the question. What is the name of Woodland Park Zoo's new Tree Kangaroo Joey, which you can see here on the screen, just adorable. Once again, what is the name of the zoo's new Tree Kangaroo Joey? The name Joey is a decent guess, but not a winner. We'll be doing that drawing and contacting the winner after this evening's program concludes. And we'll learn more about Woodland Park Zoo's Tree Kangaroo shortly when we hear from Dr. Lisa Dabek. But for now, we're gonna go back to Lori once again to present our next award.
Thanks, Matt. I am really excited to have the opportunity to present this next award. As a member of the Zoo Corps teen program, Elisabeth Leung has volunteered more than 500 hours at the Woodland Park Zoo. Her Zoo Corps experience has ranged from leading the conservation art team to working in the zoo's browse garden to advocating for a ban on single-use plastics in Olympia. Her dedication to conservation led Elisabeth to seek an internship in the Living Northwest program with Robert Long. Here she supported the Northwest Carnivore Research Program and participated in local conservation efforts focused on saving species like the western pond turtle and Oregon silver spot butterfly. She is now attending Northeastern University and studying ecology and evolutionary biology. Wow. She eventually plans to pursue her PhD. Elisabeth credits Woodland Park Zoo with inspiring her voice, confidence, and passion for conservation. Elisabeth, I am thrilled to present you with the Woodland Park Zoo's 2020 Emerging Conservation Award. And as a part of this award, Sound Community Bank is proud to present you with a $5,000 scholarship. Thank you for the time you've dedicated to promoting sustainability and protecting wildlife. You've already achieved so much, and we can't wait to hear about what you do next.
Thank you, Lori Stewart, for this award. I feel very honored and excited to receive it. And to everyone watching from home, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting conservation in our community. For the past 3.5 years, Woodland Park Zoo has been a second home to me. I've made a lot of amazing memories and will always be grateful for the community I found. Through Zoo Corps, which transformed into the Zoo Ambassador Program and a summer internship in the Conservation Department, I've had unique opportunities like advocating at the state capitol, tending to an enrichment garden before opening during the summer, and multiple species introductions. My involvement at the zoo has led me to pursue other experiences like traveling to South Africa to participate and help in leopard and primate diet research. When I started volunteering, I wasn't sure what I was interested in, but now I know. One of my favorite memories from my time at the zoo was when I was part of the Oregon silver spot butterfly species reintroduction in the summer of 2019. During my summer internship, my boss, Dr. Robert Leung, gave me the opportunity to tag along on one of the release trips in Oregon. It was a multi-organizational effort, and I met scientists from the Oregon Zoo and the Oregon Fish and Wildlife Department. I truly understood in that moment how collaborative conservation is and what I have to look forward to. I want to thank Dr. Robert Leung for taking a chance on me 2 summers ago and letting me intern with him. I learned a lot, and I'm very grateful for all the opportunities he gave me. Also, I want to thank my family for allowing me to follow my conservation passion wherever around the world it takes me. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Elisabeth. I have to say, we are so proud of you. You are truly an inspiration, and we wish you all the best as you continue your studies at Northeastern. Before we move on to the final award presentation of the evening and hear from our Conservation Leadership Award recipient, Dr. Lisa Dabek, I wanted to recognize all of you who have given so far tonight. As you can see from our fundraising thermometer powered by Valence, we have raised almost $195,000 as of right now. What that means is we are on our way to meeting our $50,000 match for the night and achieving our goal of $350,000. Thank you to all of the generous people who have already donated. And if you are inspired by the work of these wildlife heroes and want to help sustain Woodland Park Zoo and its mission during a very challenging year, please make your gift at zoo.org/thrive. Now I would like to introduce Woodland Park Zoo President and CEO Alejandra Grajal to present our final award of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final award tonight for conservation leadership gives me the opportunity to speak about Woodland Park Zoo's own Lisa Dabek. A senior conservation scientist and director of the Papua New Guinea Tree Kangaroo Conservation Program at Woodland Park Zoo, Dr. Lisa Dabek has made numerous achievements and has made conservation possibilities that were almost impossible. In 1996, Lisa founded the Tree Kangaroo Conservation Program to foster wildlife and habitat conservation and local community livelihoods in Papua New Guinea, home of the endangered Matschie tree kangaroo. She united Papua New Guinea landowners, government officials, and conservation partners through her program, and created a model of community-based conservation that set an example for conservation wildlife around the world. Successful conservation initiatives take time, and this incredible achievement would not have been possible without Lisa's years of dedication. Lisa and the Tree Kangaroo Conservation Program have already achieved numerous recognition for her work, including the United Nations Equator Prize and the Association of Zoos and Aquariums International Conservation Award. We are so excited to be honoring Dr. Lisa Dabek, Woodland Park Zoo highest recognition for conservation achievement. On behalf of Woodland Park Zoo, I'm so proud to bestow on you the 2020 Thrive Conservation Award.
Thank you so much, Alejandra. I am truly humbled for this award, especially since it's from my very own institution. I want to make a few thank yous. At first to my mom, because she has always shared my love for nature, and she's always been supportive of a kind of unusual career and travel. And I also want to thank my fiancé, Bruce Elistad, for his love and support. There are many people out here watching tonight that have been part of my growth and development as a conservation leader. And I want to thank all of you because that has meant the world to me. There's one person, Fred Kuntz, my former boss, who taught me about servant leadership, and that has helped me to become a better conservation leader. Over the last 30 years, I have been working on how to do good work in the world and how to also train and help future leaders, the next generation. So I'm also honored that I share the stage tonight with the other awardees, especially the Young Emerging Conservation Leadership Award. And finally, I want to thank the people of Papua New Guinea. I have gotten to work with them over the last 25 years, and they've taught me so much, and it's truly been an honor to work with them as they become the stewards of the forests and the wildlife. And of course, I thank the tree kangaroos. So thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Lisa. You have accomplished so much. Thank you for your leadership with the Tree Kangaroo Conservation Program. And I have to say, I love that you thanked your mom and you also thanked the tree kangaroos. Now, we can't wait to hear more about the important work being done to empower local communities and save tree kangaroos, a flagship species in Papua New Guinea. Let's go back now to Lisa and Alejandro.
Lisa, in 1994, you traveled to Papua New Guinea, a place that very few people outside that country have visited. What brought you to such a remote location?
Well, it was actually Woodland Park Zoo. And it was because I met tree kangaroos here at the zoo, did my graduate research on them, and I learned they were endangered. And so I wanted to help them. So got on a plane, flew over to Papua New Guinea, even though people said that it, you know, how could a woman do that alone? Yeah.
So for those watching tonight, probably it's hard to understand how far and how remote some of these parts of Papua New Guinea are. The forest, I have to say, since I visited, blew me away. It's an incredible rainforest. We also live here in a rainforest. So tell me perhaps what is unique to the forest of Papua New Guinea, and are there any similarities to the place that we live in?
Papua New Guinea is unique, and the forests are pristine and wide-ranging. Over 70% of the forest is still intact, and it's pristine forests. There's a lot of cloud forests, which is high-elevation forests, so very wet, very rich with moss and ferns and orchids, etc. But it is actually similar to our forests, the Hoh rainforest here on the Olympic Peninsula. And so we can see similarities, but I would say Papua New Guinea's forest is probably 100 times more diverse than here.
Yes. I have to say I was lucky, and thank you. I would be always thankful for an amazing experience we had in 2018, which sounds almost like, you know, an era ago, but it was just, you know, 2 years ago, where we went to visit your field site at Papua New Guinea. I have to say I was totally blown away by that. And that conservation initiative to find that enormous area protected by the communities was a huge eye-opener. How did you manage to get together these disparate forces? I mean, there's poverty, but also there's richness, and there's wildlife, and there's livelihoods and economies. How did you manage to create that unique partnership in Papua New Guinea?
Well, it took many years. And that's why it's been over 20 years.
Yes.
But really, the key for me was that as soon as I got to Papua New Guinea, because the local people own their own land, and so they get to make decisions about their land, they are the people that we worked with from day one. And so it was really important to hear what the needs were for the community, so in healthcare and education, livelihoods, and then also protecting wildlife. So we worked as a team from day one, and it was a lot of listening, a lot of being very patient. But I have to say, there were a lot of people, it wasn't just me, and there are a lot of people actually that are watching tonight that have also been part of it, including you, going over to Papua New Guinea. And so there are, in healthcare and education and so on. So I think the key is making it truly community-based, and that way you can have multiple goals and integrate those goals so that you can create a protected area. And it really was their idea. So I just helped them to do it.
Fantastic. Lisa, tonight we're honoring 3 amazing women in conservation. And I'm very proud of that, but also we know that is critical to create role models and experiences that can be shared. How is it for you to be a woman and a conservationist? And what would you say to the rest of us about that journey?
Well, thanks for asking that question, Alejandro. And in my generation, there were a lot of barriers that we were breaking, as a conservationist, as a scientist, and I so depended on really good models and mentors. And there were not very many women. So Jane Goodall was my hero in high school. Yeah. She showed me that I could be a field biologist. And so that's why I think it's so important to recognize conservation leadership in women, because now I see, like with Elisabeth, she's the next generation. And it's so important to support that and to show what can be done. And we also, like here shown in this slide, this is Alessandra. She's a little girl who's in school here in Seattle. Well, she was doing a report on endangered species, and she chose tree kangaroos.
Ah, great.
I know. So they called, her parents called me up and said, can she come over and meet with me? So we did a tour of the tree kangaroos, and what I saw in her was a passion and an excitement, and I thought, wow, if I can inspire her or, any young women, young boys and girls, really, but a young girl like that, she may be the next Jane Goodall.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. We are at Woodland Park Zoo, and in a unique situation, the zoo has been a long-term supporter of these and many other programs. But I wanted to ask you, perhaps, what is the role of zoos and aquariums in conservation? Very few people know that zoos and aquariums collectively are the second largest source of private funding to conservation around the world, almost $220 million every year. So what would you say about the role of zoos in conservation?
Yeah, it's a great question, because both you and I have really devoted our careers to zoos and conservation. And I think in the last 30 years, there's really been an increase in that commitment level. And I think they do play a very important role. Partly, we're the only conservation organizations where people can actually come to visit us and see the animals that we're trying to save, right?
Yeah.
Like the otters or the bears.
Yeah.
And so there's a direct connection, and I think the fact that under your leadership, the zoo has been focusing on developing and inspiring empathy with animals and really developing that connection so that then you care to save animals. And I have to say, the fact that you allow the Tree Kangaroo Conservation Program to be the significant program of the zoo. A lot of people don't know that. It's often, the hidden gem of the zoo. But it's a huge thing. And of the fact that there's an endowment for the conservation work, and we have these incredible animals here. In fact, we have a young tree kangaroo joey right now, and you know they're the connection. I always call them the ambassadors to wildlife conservation.
So it looked like almost less than 2 years ago that we were in the rainforest in Papua New Guinea, and also at the beginning of this year, you got a very large development grant to enhance the conservation and livelihoods programs in Papua New Guinea. And all of a sudden, COVID-19 arrived and changed, of course, everybody's lives. I'm sure that everybody in the audience is having in their mind the question, what's happening with COVID-19 in Papua New Guinea is not a country that we hear much about, but more particularly, what's happening to the project in the field.
Yeah, thanks for asking, because really our whole world has turned upside down. And what I can say is that very fortunately, Papua New Guinea, partly because it's so remote, has had a better time of it than we have here in the US. And the national government took a similar approach to what they did in New Zealand, where they really blocked out any travel coming in. And also because so many people live so remotely that they're safer. So what we did with our team, it was very scary because I was supposed to fly over there in March.
Yeah.
And what we did is we made sure all the field staff, so like here are the rangers from YUS, we made sure that they all went back to their villages, or that they stayed in their villages and didn't fly out, and so that they would be safe. And then our staff that are based in town in Leh, we had them working from home as much as possible and gave them laptops to do that. But that's where technology has been our best friend. You know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it would have been very different, but I am on the phone or Skype or Zoom or whatever multiple times a week, keeping in touch with our director there. And one of the great things is that all of our staff in New Guinea are from Papua New Guinea. So we don't have any expats. And so they are able to continue working. And now it's gotten safer, so there's travel, domestic travel. And so our USAID Biodiversity Grant through RHINO, it is happening, and they're able to do their work. And the silver lining, I think, is that because I can't be there, Trevor and I can't go there for in-person meetings, it helps us to transfer leadership over there. And I think, especially with a program that's long-term, it's really important to think about succession. And so this is helping us to think about that and think about where we're heading in the future. So it's actually been an okay situation for us, and luckily, financially, we're doing okay, and the zoo has been so supportive.
Fantastic, very, very good. Let's talk about, as a follow-up to COVID-19, seems that we're just being in an eternal nightmare. At least I can tell you, as president of the zoo, has been very, very hard through this year. I have to say thank you to everybody in the audience for being here and being supportive of the zoo, because it's been an amazing roller coaster, mostly going down, but yes, but it was still a roller coaster. But you sign a tone of hope, a tone of possibilities. You and I have spoken many times about what the future of this project is. So where do you see the hope for this and for conservation?
Yeah, it's, fortunately, I'm an optimistic person.
You have to be in this profession.
Really.
Yes.
And I really, more and more, and I think especially through this very challenging time, I think the real future is in the local communities that are living with the wildlife that we're trying to save. And so when you look at these little kids, these are our little junior ranger kids in Papua New Guinea.
All dressed up for a party.
Exactly. They are the future. And so for me, it's if we can focus on developing the skills, supporting the children, making sure that communities are healthy and the wildlife are healthy, then it is going to be turned over to them. And I think more and more, Chinoa Igawa started our Thrive event tonight. It was so beautiful. And we are doing an exchange between the Lummi Indian Nation and Papua New Guinea, the YUS people. And to me, what's so important about it is that we support the connection between and among indigenous people and really give them the support to be leaders in conservation, because I think that's the real future. And that makes me hopeful, because I think it will happen.
I am hopeful too.
Good.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, what an important conversation to understand the conservation work being performed in Papua New Guinea. Now, this is the moment in the program that we turn to you. Woodland Park Zoo and its field conservation scientists are facing unprecedented times. Seattle Bay Zoo staffers have not been able to travel to work directly with our international conservation partners. From Malaysia to Kyrgyzstan, field offices have closed, and staff have moved to working remotely, often in areas with unreliable technology and internet connections. Due to travel restrictions and social distancing requirements, anti-poaching patrols in forests around the world had to be put on hold. Yet the pandemic is not stopping poachers and other threats to endangered species. If anything, the pandemic has turned attention away from the urgent needs of wildlife and habitats. The work to save wildlife and forests must continue unabated, and the zoo's conservation scientists are approaching these issues in new and creative ways. They are creating and expanding online education programs, analyzing data collected prior to the pandemic, developing management plans, training staff, and continuing their on-the-ground work when it is safe to do so. Your gift tonight will provide critical funds needed to support the zoo's field conservationists like Dr. Dabek, who work tirelessly to save species and habitats in Papua New Guinea and around the world. Tonight, please give to support these wildlife heroes, and if possible, give more than you had planned. Please donate now at this time at zoo.org/thrive. All gifts, once again, received tonight will be matched up to $50,000. That is thanks to the generosity of the following Woodland Park Zoo board members and donors: Christy Branch and James Moore, Anders and Monica Brown, David and Elisabeth Goldberg, Matt and Sarah Hill, Jeffrey Leppo and Robin McMiniman, Robert and Marty Liddell, Linda and Hartmut Peters, Kyle and Lee Rolfe, Matt and Amanda Rosauer, Gary Smith and Kathleen Kemper, Sandy Stelling and Clifford Crandall, Jill and Scott Walker, Margie Weatherald and Len Barson and Catherine Williams. And thank you to the many generous supporters who have already given. First, we'd like to acknowledge a gift of $50,000 from a longtime and very generous supporter of Woodland Park Zoo. Thank you for your commitment to this work. We are going to start our giving tonight at $10,000. Thank you to our $10,000 donors, Rob Short and Emer Dooley and Susie Wyckoff. By the way, at $10,000, your gift can strengthen the collection of field data to save endangered species, like the Matschie's tree kangaroo. Collecting and analyzing data from the field is critical for our conservation scientists to learn what strategies are working to save species. Who else can join us in this important moment at $10,000? Help us save these beautiful animals and others. I'm going to check the donations pouring in. Glenn and Susan Beebe, thank you. Susan and Brad Borgman, thank you. Audrey Supke and Christy Branch, thank you. James Moore at $5,500. Catherine Williams at $6,000. Jill Scott Walker, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, this is so impressive. Thank you so much for your donations. They are pouring in. We're approaching that $300,000 mark. You can help us make a difference. We just saw Linda and Hartmut Peters there at $10,000. Our next level of giving right now is $5,000. And we are so honored to have a lead donation of $5,000 from a few people: Linda and Thomas Allen, Rosemary Haverneck, and Nathan Meervold, Kyle and Lee Rolfe, Lori Stewart, Bill and Alyssa Sunderland, Sally and David Wright, Sheila Wyckoff Dickey, and Charlie Dickey, all at $5,000. Let me tell you this, at $5,000, your gift can further the use of cutting-edge wildlife research technology, like motion-activated cameras, tracking collars, and drones. These technologies provide new insight into animals' behavior and habitats. These observations lead to a better understanding of the animals and help us learn how we can protect them. Who else can join us at $5,000 or a level that is comfortable for you? I'm gonna check the donations coming in again. I see Timu at $250. Wow. Once again, Sheila Wyckoff Dickey and Charlie Dickey at $5,000. We just jumped up, as you can see on the thermometer, to $320,000. We are approaching our goal of $350 grand. We're gonna make this happen. Cameron Crutcher and John Pays, thank you for your $1,000 donation. With that said, our next level of giving tonight, $3,500. Look at that gorgeous shot. Starting us off at $3,500 is Sound Community Bank. Thank you. At $3,500, your gift can support local capacity building efforts in places like YUS in that community by strengthening local communities and ensuring access to healthcare, education, and skills training. We can build and sustain conservation initiatives that address the needs of the environment, wildlife, and local people. Who else can join us in this important moment? At $3,500, I'm looking down. I see Beth Carlisle Askew, thank you. David Goldberg, thank you for your $1,000 donation. Stuart Smith, thank you for your donation. All right, we're gonna keep moving on. Our next level of giving tonight, $2,500. Leading us off at $2,500 is Keith Ash, Dr. Natalie Chris Coleman, Diane and Robert Shrewsbury, and Valence. Thank you so much. By the way, at $2,500, you can support strategy and data sharing with conservationists and researchers at the zoo and worldwide. With the current travel restrictions in place right now, it is more important than ever for teams to stay in communication and keep this important work going to save wildlife. All right, let's check those donations once again. Tom Gable, I see you at $100. Dabney M. Rohrbach, thank you for your $2,000 donation. It all makes a difference. Lauren Wyckoff, Linda Rosalind, thank you for your donations. Wow, Miss Carrie Culp and Donald Anderson, thank you for your donations. Lindley Beard, Anders and Monica Brown, thank you. Such generosity. We're saving wildlife in this moment thanks to you. Our next level of giving, the all-important $1,000 level, leading us off at $1,000. Glenn and Susan Beebe, thank you. Susan and Brad Borgman, thank you. Cameron Crutcher and John Pays, thank you. Cynthia Gossett and Derek Storm, thank you. Maureen and John Harley, Katie Madison, Brian and Kathy Slinker, Dean and Audrey Stupke, Joe Woods, all at $1,000. By the way, $1,000, your gift can help inspire the next generation of conservation leaders across the globe, young people like Elisabeth, who we met earlier tonight, or the Papua New Guinea Junior Rangers who we had on the screen earlier, just adorable kids who we saw earlier in tonight's program. All right, let's check those donations. We're at $326,000 on the thermometer, by the way. They're just pouring in one after the other. We're getting to our goal of $350,000. If you have the capacity to give, help us get over the top, please do so. Once again, we want to hit a level that is comfortable for everyone. Lauren Wyckoff, I see you. Robin Grad, thank you. Jake McMullen, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here are the other donation levels up on the screen right now. $500, $250, $100, or you can also create your own custom level. We've seen folks do that tonight. Let's say your lucky number is 3. You want to give $300, you want to give $3 million. We will applaud you either way. We're going to check those latest donations once again. Fremont Dock Company and David Roberts, thank you. David Roberts and Becca Hansen, thank you. Dr. Evelyn Bittner, thank you. James W. and Brooke, thank you. Wow, we are making a difference. Keep those donations pouring in. Let's check the thermometer, $328,000. We are getting closer and closer to our goal tonight. Thank you so much for your support. Keep those donations coming. Megan and Todd Miller at $250. It all makes a difference. Your gift tonight is going to make a difference around the world. Okay, before we get to our Alaska Airlines ticket giveaway, we want to share an uplifting musical performance. But first, this important message from our event co-chairs.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. As we've been focusing on forests tonight, we are reminded of their importance in saving species. Forests clean the air we breathe and help mitigate climate change. 80% of the world's known terrestrial plant and animal species can be found in forests, and a single square kilometer may be home to more than 1,000 different species. We are all facing unprecedented times, from COVID-19 to the rampant forest fires we experienced this past summer. But Woodland Park Zoo's conservation scientists are continuing to adapt to these challenges and maintain their dedication to saving vulnerable species and habitats in forests across the globe. This helps save the planet for all of us. Without the incredible work of these wildlife heroes, we wouldn't have the special places and animals that give life to the rest of us.
Thank you all for being wildlife heroes with us tonight. Your gifts help us save what we love and gives us hope for a shared future on this beautiful planet. I also hope you learned a lot tonight about simple pivots or adjustments that you can include in your everyday practices to make the world more sustainable for you, for me, for wildlife, and our planet. We really could not do what we do without each of you. So from all of us, thank you so much. Now, to conclude this evening's program, I have the pleasure of introducing you to an inspiring young woman. Like all of us, she is a passionate animal lover. She acquired her higher education in primate behavior and ecology, along with psychology, at the age of 20. After being accepted to the Macklemore Residency Program for Developing Young Artists, she is pursuing her passion for singing to educate, to empower, to influence, and raise awareness about conservation. This journey has led her here tonight to the Woodland Park Zoo to share a song she wrote about the topic, specifically for us. You are all in for a treat. So without further ado, please help me welcome the amazing young talent, Lexi Leilani.
Will they say we even tried? Will we wonder where we could be? 'Cause the water don't feel pure, the air is hard to breathe, the many souls that live in fear. This land is so free. Oh, what have we done, and where do we go when the planet is no longer safe to go home and the animals no longer roam? Imagine it, can't fathom this. My love, my love, my love wouldn't let it be. My love, my love, my love, can't you see? My love, my love, my love is a sea. My love, my love, my love is burning. But these forests on fire don't feel right to me. We're losing more trees, we're losing our bees. So quick to start a war when we could just start peace. Always wanting more, taking things that we don't need. It's destroying the world. Some pretend not to see it's tragic. The tears bottled up, wasting more plastic. Can't cover up a cold heart with different fabrics. Oh, what we can do is imagine. Oh, imagine. it don't feel right to me. Might be a nightmare, I wish it were a dream. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I not live we. So imagine no fear, no hate, no hurting, a love with no boundaries, where all this is worthy. Oh, no. Imagine a love deep to the sea, high in the sky and tall with the trees. You're grounded in grace and so free. Imagine us all as one in peace. Imagine.
What a beautiful voice. Thank you, Lexi, for sharing your talents with us tonight. And thank you for reminding all of us that we can do our part when it comes to conservation. Mostly thanks again to all of you who joined us here tonight. Woodland Park Zoo is here to save species, and we just can't do that without you. Thank you for supporting the zoo's conservation scientists in these challenging times. Thank you for taking advantage of tonight's matching opportunity to make an even greater impact. All right, with that said, I am so excited now to announce the winner of our Alaska Airlines tickets. This envelope was just handed to me. I'm gonna open it. Kind of feels like the Oscars. And the winner of the tickets to Anywhere Alaska Flies, Ruth LaRoque. Congratulations to Ruth. Ruth, please email us to claim your prize. By the way, if your company matches, talking about Union Bank, Sound Community Bank, BNSF Railway, KPMG, Microsoft, Boeing, Starbucks, the Gates Foundation, to name a few, please go to them tomorrow. Tell them about your generosity, and we can double our impact. With that said, let's look at that fundraising thermometer one last time. $343,000. That is just incredible. And we are so close. We are less than $7,000 away from our goal. If you have not donated yet, but you would still like to support this important work, you can give your gift at zoo.org/thrive. Or if you gave before and you want to put us over the top, we will love you for it. By the way, yeah, we just jumped up to 343. By the way, if you were wondering, the name of the new tree kangaroo, Joey, is K-Wing. So if you entered that drawing, good luck to you as well. From all of us here at Woodland Park Zoo, thank you for making a difference, and have a wonderful night.